Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bone, Bruce the Furnace, pick up in days on days, and the great October Slow Feds have bad writings to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to another brand new episode of The Qualified. I am Jedi Johnson 22, also known as your cousin Jedi, joined as always by the great Dom Tober and the architect joesduelin. The always steady Styx Boy 73 is not feeling well. He's hunkered down for the great blizzard of 2026. And yeah, I'm laughing at you. I'm just, it's probably about 70 something here.
Well, listen, great blizzard of
it's about 70 more than it is here.
2026 we're talking about. The Simpsons predicted it. The Simpsons predicted it before, so it probably is 100% true.
Ooh, it's kind of warm.
I must say, I always love right after our intro comes in, the view count always drops by 1 and then starts to go up. So I'm convinced there's one person that just likes our timer and our intro, and then
just like the show and never comes back. Just like
that's all they come for.
Yeah,
good times.
So, it's that time of. Well, we do this every couple of months. We're going to do a Kickstarter update. This is probably one of my favorite shows that we do. That's about 4 times a year. So, looking forward to that.
Hey, listen, I have to admit this, that I'm not a big fan of Kickstarter. I don't buy Kickstarters like that.
No.
But you like tits. You like seeing
I
tits.
do, but you know what? I'm not obsessed with you guys like you guys are, man. I know that you guys like that.
You don't like paper tits.
I like reading material, but what I do read, I like reading. You know, if it was Braille, and you're blind, you could feel it.
What is it? Is it titties?
Just hang in there, Dom. We'll try. We have other stuff other than Kickstarter this week. We're going to talk.
I guarantee you, I grabbed at least one cover out of that Kickstarter review that you'll be like, "Oh, I like that."
We're going to give opportunities for you to jump in and talk Star Wars if you're allowed to. We don't know if you're allowed to or not because I just learned you're not going to be on the Sunday show, so maybe this is your opportunity to jump in and talk a little Star Wars.
A little bit, maybe.
We're going to talk. I am going to talk. Tell you what I think about the new FX show, The Beauty.
Which is good because you've read the comic as well. So
I have read the comics, and I'll tell you what I think about it. And they dropped the first 3, so we'll talk about that later. That'll be a piggyback onto Joe's Tubi recommendations later on in the show. So stick around for that. But we will kick it off with Joe's, since we don't have outside looking in, so someday we'll stop saying that, but it's still January, so we don't have outside looking in. So
I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
all right, here's the just looking in, where I don't give a shit what anyone thinks about the books. They're just books I find interesting. They're not on top 10 lists. They're not trending.
They may just be worth the paper they're printed on.
But they're books I find interesting. I like to either find something topical and just kind of pick out a few books that I like. And this week I chose 3 books that I chose to focus on with Genndy Tartakovsky covers. If you're not aware of the show Primal, the best show ever on television, season 3 has just started. There are 2 to 3 episodes in now into season 3. It is by far one of my favorite shows ever to be on television. You have to appreciate something that can run 3 seasons that has next to 0 dialogue after 3 seasons and still be enthralling every single episode. But Gendy's given us beautiful and wonderful things from the Star Wars stuff that he did to Samurai Jack to Dexter, Powerpuff Girls, all that fantastic stuff. So there are some covers out there that he has, and I just figured I'd spotlight
I
it.
prefer that Clone Wars series over a lot, and a lot of people don't like it. I think that shit was awesome. I would love to see more of that, and because my boy Dern.
Let's see what this guy drew, because that grin is just kind of as talented as he is. I'm sure that grin is kind of just creeping me out a little bit.
Okay, first, one of my favorites. He did a reboot of a Luke Cage series, and Cage number 3 does have a cover by him. You can get this book for under $10 raw, but it is a fantastic cover. Not always the easiest book to find, but when you do find it, it can be pretty reasonable.
I like how he draws the guys. He draws Luke Cage square, and then the girls. He draws the girls perfect.
I'm quite okay with that.
I know the girls are perfect. It's just the way he does it.
Yeah, this is just a fun cover that you can go out there and kind of hunt for. A lot of times, this series and this run will pop into some lower dollar boxes sometimes, and you can pick a winner there. Next up on the list, I got Cartoon Network Presents #1. So there's your Dexter's Laboratory. It as a raw book, it's about, and I know this touches Dom very closely.
It's in the wrong places, but that's
Or
okay.
sorry, I guess I should say it touched Dom very closely. It's again fantastic book. These Cartoon Network Presents books are sometimes pretty hard to find in higher grade. If you find this, you can find this raw around $35. Again, not a super easy book, but not a really hard book either. In a 9.8 graded, you're talking about $200. So
right now, Tyson is refreshing his browser because he's probably pretty sure he's watching the wrong show. It's just not the qualified. Carry on.
Well,
Keep it going.
Originally I did have foot covers for this week, but then I was like, that's pretty hot coming in hot right out of the gate. So maybe next week you'll get the foot covers, because I do have them. So I have a nice little set of foot covers. And last up on our list, Samurai Jack 15, the subscription variant.
Oh, I like that.
It's only about $6, but it is hard to find. You'll find runs and stuff like that of the A covers, but Getty did a handful of the subscription variant covers on these. And again, the regular cover for number 15 is like $10. This one, I saw like one sale. It was like $6, but it is hard to find. So I'm sure there are people out there looking for it. And again, in honor of Primal starting season 3 and it being the best goddamn show on television, I just figured I would pick up some Gendy covers for this week.
You know what? Because of this, I think tomorrow I'm gonna wind up watching the Clone Wars again. The shorts.
His stuff is great. His animation is fan-fucking-tastic.
And Samurai Jack is awesome too. Watching that show, I used to watch that cartoon all the time. Love it.
Yeah, he did really good stuff that kids can enjoy, that adults can enjoy. It's fantastic. So if you haven't watched Primal yet, go out and watch Primal. It's absolutely one of the most amazing animated series that's out there. And no dialogue. You could just watch it and enjoy it, which is amazing. So that's what we got this week for the Just Looking In. So what do we got, Jedi? You want to say hey to?
Let's say hello to everybody.
Yeah.
GT Key Comic coming in first and second, so taking the top 2 positions this week. So congratulations, GT, on that accomplishment, and we are glad that you stopped by. Hopefully you're still with us. Tommy Longbox, rounding out the top 3, bringing in the bronze, bringing on the qualified rejects. That's what we are every week. We are the rejects, bringing you what nobody else will. And then GT tried to squeeze in for the trifecta, but wasn't quite there. All right, GT is currently 3 degrees Fahrenheit, and then some other number that I don't recognize. In Canada, tomorrow it will be negative 17 Fahrenheit. Why are you not starting a GoFundMe page for your loyal viewer, GT Comic? I thought we were friends. I need your funds for my Palm Springs cabin. Palm Springs or Miami, please start a GoFundMe. GT needs a U.S. Sunshine escape home, please. Boy, GT is really selling this. GoFundMe, please, anyone, for your poor Canadian balls are frozen. Wouldn't it be funny if someone actually watched this and started a GoFundMe and he ended up with $250,000 or something? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Like I said, we're not getting above the teens this
we're going to be 10 straight days of single digits, man, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Next week, GT is a millionaire because people just started trending and GT's like just rolling in it.
Send him comic.
Boy, GT he's not letting us go.
I don't blame
he's like, I'll go to Arizona. I don't give a fuck.
Cold is no joke.
He's like, it's freaking cold. All right, there we go. All right, Nerdy Geek, what's going on, Nerdy? Good evening, Jedi Joe, Dom, and even Styx, who may be watching us. We don't know. Tadash, what's going on, Tadash? You'll take GT. Yeah, he's cold apparently. He's cold. He's a little cold.
Send him a blanket.
Grumpy Gus, what's going on? Evening all. Grumpy says, Tyson, happy Friday to the #1 show on Rennavision. We appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Paul Gundrum, what's up, Qualified and chat? What's going on, Paul? Always good to see Paul.
Marco Free since 2003.
Yep.
We like that trend. Cosmic One, big crowd tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not that cold here right now. A little sweaty. Terry, the always faithful Terry Floyd. What's going on, Terry?
What's going on?
Good to have you in there.
Ed LeBeau. Hey, Bluebeard. What's going on, Ed? Jason, good evening to the curators of the most refined show. We go from rejects to the most refined show on. That was a quick turnaround. We're killing it.
It's all in the eye of the beholder.
Smoke and mirrors.
I'm okay. Tyson says Tata's rule. Okay, yeah, they're not bad.
They do.
We like them. Nerdy saying hello to folks. Did I say hello to Cosmic already? I think we did. Dom is the king of the Star Wars toys. He knows what he's talking about. Yep.
Thank you.
What's that show on? I don't know what show he's talking. If you're talking about
Prime, if you're talking about Primal, it's on HBO Max, but I believe on YouTube they were running the first 2 seasons on YouTube.
Yeah. If you happen to be talking about The Beauty, it's on FX, I think. But yes. If you're talking about Primal. Let's see. What else we got? If I caught everybody, I think we got everybody. So let's
you take a Monday off. I have to work. A double tomorrow, a double on Sunday, and I might get stuck overnight at the hotel too. So it might be a triple that I'll be doing.
I took a double before the show.
I double shot what? I need to
just a deuce.
Oh, double deuce. Oh, okay.
All right.
Nice.
We're gonna do some.
Let's do some pickups.
We'll do some pickups. All right. Let's do some pickups. All right. I got a box. It's already open, so I won't pull a Dom, I hope, but I do have a box. We will start with. I'll start with. I got a box from Ali Garza. I do have a Ali Garza PC. I picked up another Ali Garza Vampirella that he did. Interestingly enough, I have enough Ali Garza signatures that I recognize his signature right away. And this is it's a different signature. So I DM'd him because me and Ali have it like that. And I DM Ali quite often, actually. And I said, hey, is this an older signature? And he goes, yeah, that's an older one. I changed my signature since then. So an older Vampirella. Ali also did a cover for we're going to talk about this comic later. He did a cover for I can't remember the comic book store or whatever, but he did an exclusive for the Dynamite Blood Red #4. He did this cover, and I got the first signed by Ali Garza Purgatory cover.
That one did not show up in my search for the covers. That's interesting. So
I saw it, and then I was looking for it right before the show because I wanted to know what the comic book store was. I saw it yesterday, and I went to look for it right before the show, and I couldn't find it. I went back to the same spot, and it wasn't there. But I did like this cover. I like this cover a lot.
It's almost better than the 4. I would say that would be tied for first for the 4 covers that they put out.
Well, I want to tell you what. I'm glad you said that because I have the trifecta on that. Now, I have a lot of Ali Garza OA that I've picked up, and I have the Ali Garza prelim for that cover, and I have that final OA for that cover from Ali.
That's pretty. I love the solid, just black and white,
solid
inked work. It always looks good.
Oh, pretty proud of that. This is one of my favorite. I have a couple of Ali Garza. I'll have probably more Ali Garza than probably either Ali Garza or Marissa Pope. I have.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault, BK.
Jedi. That's what the. That's what the.
Well, yeah. Okay, so what was the Dan Mendoza Kickstarter that just came out? Something Sugar Pop, and yeah. So that came in this week. I got the swag bag.
Oh yeah, I got my air freshener.
So I ordered a lot of the back stock on that too. I got the Cannibal Kitty Volume 1 trade.
Oh, I got that.
And Volume 2, which I had to censor a little bit.
Awesome.
I got Zombie Tramp Volume 1. These are all the trades. Volume 2.
Like I said, that is the nice part about some of the Kickstarters, to be able to pull some back stock that you're looking for.
Yeah, some of the back stock. Yeah, this is pretty cool. These are all Mendoza from. I got the Sad Girl Psycho Baby. This is a thick one.
That's what she said.
This is a Sugar Pop trade. All right, so this is the Sugar Pop versus Zombie Tramp.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
So I got the I Beat Things with My Face nice version.
Nice.
I got the I Beat Things with My Face naughty version. Had to censor. All right, so either whoops, wait a minute. I'll say I have the Tales of Eel. I have the Dan Mendoza signed. Make sure this is not dirty. It's a little dirty, so Dan Mendoza. Oh, screw it. Oh, okay. There we go.
There you go.
We're not monetized anyway. The Sugar Pop, Sugar Pop Ickpot, and the Dravakis Sugar Pop.
Did you get the dirty Ickpot as well?
I didn't get the dirties. No.
I did get the dirty of the Ickpot.
I decided not.
Let's just say it's substantial.
Yeah. I for some reason I decided not to go dirty on that one. So that's all I got to say.
It's time for the intervention. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. I got some Satanica.
Nice.
Some more Satanica for the kids that know. There's finally came in. There you go, Jedi. There's my copy of Babs. Finally came in.
Babs.
I did get the black and white Coopert.
Yes.
Let's see. I did pick up because it was the renaming of the character. I picked up the Batman with the new character. There's the lyrics. Picked up a few of those. There's your design variant. Got a little Pignola action. Let's see what other
Not yet, Tyson.
Got
Not
a
yet.
little. I've been talking about that, so I buy the things I talk about. I picked up 3 of these bad boys.
What is that sticker? Is that a sticker?
That's Dynamic Forces sticker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or sorry, it's a Dynamite Entertainment sticker, but I did buy this through Dynamic Forces. But yeah, this is Edo for all you kids loving Edo. This was a Dynamite exclusive, limited to I think 250.
Nice cover.
And
I like it.
yeah, it's beautiful, and it kind of flew under the radar a bit. So I was happy to grab that. There you go. There's mine. I do have the dirty one, but you get the idea. I also got the Elias. And some old fun things. Let's see, we got the Cobweb.
I kind of wish I got the McKay now since we had him on, but I'm sure.
Can't pass up a Tracy Lord photo cover. Sorry. Yep. I grew up in a certain time period. Can't pass up a Tracy Lord photo cover. Electric Black. Killer Cults. You know, it's sometimes you just need a David Koresh cover.
David
Koresh cover.
Waco, Texas, let's go.
I love Smallwood. Great human target cover.
Smallwood.
Some Bombshells. I'll always pick up Bombshells covers whenever. Always will pick up Betty photo covers. A little Vampi. Won that in the giveaway. I don't even know which issue it's from.
I was going to say, which one is that? That's a cool cover.
I have to take a look. I'm not even sure. Doesn't even have it on the back cover.
You get that from Pleasantville? Is that a Pleasantville giveaway?
Of course. Of course. I was very happy to score.
They owe you that.
I'm paying somebody's mortgage. Picked up Scorchy. I've been looking for this for a long time. I love Bill Ward. Of course, he does Torchy. But the Scorchy one I've been looking for quite a while. A little Bud Root.
No, BK. If Joe were to dig into the archives, he'd have me beat by quite a bit, I'm sure.
A little Bud Root, little Cave Woman. Nice historic pinups with the COA. A little more Bombshells.
Big belly burger.
A little Love Sucks. Will Campbell.
I was on. Yeah, I remember you winning that one. I was on when you won that one.
Yeah. Will Turner. I love picking up these old Eternity Spicy Tales. They're always good. Barry Terror. Torchy. Little Hughes.
Joe's going classy now. He's
little
classy.
Harris Hughes, maybe.
He's moving up the evidentiary rail scale. You know what I'm saying?
He's just going classy.
He was Neanderthal. Now he's moving up to
little Steam Age Wasteland. And then I did get a little manga action.
Joe's saving all his smutty covers for Bruce's show on Sunday.
No, it's the auctions are the way they are, you know. Sometimes sometimes they're a little dirtier.
Got that older. Pleasantville usually has that more classy stuff. Well, sometimes he has that double entendre kind of.
I like the older filth. And he hasn't had the filthy stuff recently. It's been a little more.
Yeah, I like it when he has the double entendre kind of like clever, dirty, titled comics on there. It's pretty cool.
I missed out on
Footlicker. Main reason I watch his screens. Actually,
I missed out on Footlicker. I don't know how many times on his auctions, and it hasn't come back up again yet.
I just got one thing today.
I misread this. Completely. I think Giggle's feet. Giggle's feet will prevent Dom from what?
Yeah, it's a little beat up, but I finally got it. The Dark Talon and Kate Skywalker Star Wars 2-pack.
Nice.
Dark Talon, nice. Hopefully Black Series makes that figure. That's what I want.
Be nice.
Hopefully in the next couple of years. But yeah,
it's stupid that they haven't.
Right.
it's just they're making everything now, but who knows? Maybe because the two most popular characters that they've been talking about is Durnge and Dark Talon. Make them, But it is. It's a little beat up. There's a little damage in the corner, which really fucking sucks. I hate that. Right there, a little beat up, but I did get
Bruce to press it for you.
Hey, right?
I bet he could. I mean, you'd have to obviously you couldn't press the bubble, but I bet Bruce could press the backing board on
I
something.
don't think he can. It is what it is. I got it. If I ever find another one, I'll open this one and I'll have the figures. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
You don't see that one a lot. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Yeah, it's
No.
It's usually it's like anywhere between like $70 and $80. It's just I actually got that for cheaper in an auction, so it was one figure on my radar of my somewhat grail pieces to get.
Sweet. All righty. So for Comic Now and Later this week was tough for me. This was very tough for me. I do like Ghost Pepper 7, the Hamari. It's a 1 in 50. If you want to be cheaper this week, I would say pick up the Chuma Hill open order cover, which is also great. But I like the series, and it's had some fun covers as well. So I also went a little exclusive this week. We went with Exquisite Corpses 9, the Tiny Onion web store, Thaddeus Robic, Lady Carolina Virgin variant. I love Robic a lot. He doesn't do a lot of covers. Does some Spawn stuff.
A gold crossbow?
Yes. Occasionally he'll do, I know he had one or two Heat Seeker covers or Gun Honey covers, but doesn't do a lot of stuff, and I like his stuff. So that's a fun little exclusive there. And you know what? I threw in the old Clayton Crane Supernatural cover because it's just a cool fucking cover. Got a scary monster and a cool card. No, because it's Dynamite, and there's a chance they'll either shit the bed or really shit the bed and then roll around in it.
I'm just curious. You know what? I read the
first one. I read the first one, and it was
okay.
It was.
I may if I get bored, I may read this because I'm curious if Sam just whines it throughout this one like he did the television series, like just whines and.
It wasn't as fun reading it in a comic as it was watching it. The actors kind of bring a lot of the comedy to the material, I think, and it's hard to pick up some of that in the comic. So that's what we got for now for this week. For later,
Ghost Pepper. Okay.
Ooh.
Janet Coletto has a beautiful Scarlet cover.
Wow.
On G.I. Joe number 21. It's a 1 in 50, but it's a good Scarlet cover if you like Scarlet. And again, I'm on the Ito train. I do love the 1 in 100 Ito variant.
Jesus. I just hate the fact these ratios, man. To get these damn books.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It sucks, but I freaking love Ito's stuff, and that's a badass cover. And Alias is going to be back with Alias Red Band, and you're going to be getting David Mack Alias covers. Bring you back. This is for the cover for number 2, which I like more than the Mack cover on number 1. But yeah, we're getting a little Marvel Red Band action for little Jessica Jones.
All I know is, we're getting closer to those Zartan covers. That's all that matters because they're showing some love to Storm Shadow now.
Yeah,
Zartan covers down the road.
They're doing code books too soon, I believe, for individual characters, and I believe there is a Zartan one that's coming.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All righty. And for my tops and tails this week, how about Dames of Horde number 1? Little Sun K.
I like that.
Lady Shears. It's fun. It's fun. That's
Is that a Kickstarter?
It was. I believe it just came out this week.
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, there's like 40,000 variations of this one. There's
I say, is there a Dravacus?
No, I mean of this cover, there's like 40,000 variations.
Oh.
Yeah, BK. Forget
but it's good. I mean, that's a lot more fun than Edward Scissorhands, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So
I just can't. I can't go down the Sun K rabbit hole. I'd have to. If I were going to back this, it'd have to be a Dravacus for me.
I like it better than the Shikari rabbit hole
or an EOM. Yeah.
But yeah, Sun K got a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
To try to go back, you got to catch them when they first come out, and that way you can keep up with them. Because man, you're about a year in, 2 years in, 3 years in. Good luck. It's going to drain your pocketbook and a lot to catch up on. What do we got this week for our lovely lady, Jedi?
Good Lord, I wrote that really small. Grace McClung. I could barely read that. McClung. Sorry, McClung. Golly, I wrote that small up there. I think it gets bigger in some of the other slides. I had to write it small because I do 4 covers on this one. So Grace McClung. Here you see she did a lot of the more than what you're going to see in these slides of the Heat Seeker.
I have all of these
covers. Yeah, I think she did more.
I bet you do.
Yeah, well, you know what Heatseeker does as well. Well, what Heatseeker will frequently do is they'll put out everything. Sometimes there's cosplay covers with them, but they'll also then put out just a cosplay set that you can pre-order, and it'll just be all the cosplay covers that come out.
So that's what I was leading towards, is that there's actually more cosplay covers. There's like Virgin cosplay covers and things like that for Heatseeker Exposed that I didn't even list on here, that you can actually pick up. Probably that set you're referring to.
I like the fact that they do that, because I normally don't pick up when I'm ordering issue at a time. I don't normally pick up the cosplay ones, but then I'm like, oh, I can get the set of all 4 of the cosplay, and they're normally Virgin covers. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just get that set.
So she is a legit, well-known. I'll say well-known, but because going through her IG page, she's done several. When I say several, I'm talking like 20 or 30 that are just listed on her IG page. Red carpet events. Now, how big? I don't know if we're talking about like Hollywood, Walk of Fame, red carpet. I don't know, but she's done a lot of red carpet.
Based on these covers, I'm sure there's a red carpet.
Yeah, she's a natural. But she's done a lot of red carpet events, opening, first showings, whatever you want to call it. But she's out there. She did this one. She's done. Are you driving or me on this one?
You can drive. And BK, there is no black curtain section of my LCS. It has beads. There's beads. You have to go. Not black curtain. It's beads.
She also did cosplay for Heatseeker Combustion. She did a lot of I think just about every Heatseeker out there. I think she might have been the cosplay model for. So she did this one. She also did a lot.
See, at least they try. You saw those Dynamite ones where it looks like it's somewhere between a Sears catalog and a 1980s porno shoot. At least Titan tries.
Standing in front of a Sears photo studio, free 8x10, and she's done a lot of Red Sonja, like obviously more than you're going to see here, but including she's done she's modeled for she's done a likeness model for Perillo as well, which you'll see this one on the right there. I was hoping I had that one. I don't have it. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for that one, a signed copy of that one. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But she's done a lot of Red Sonja cosplay. So
fire in the hold, Tyson. Fire in the hold.
This one I thought was I picked this one because it's a little different spin on your poison ivy. This is a zombie poison ivy.
Or deceased. Oh. Deceased, like the
deceased. That's right. Deceased is what they call it in DC. You're right. Yeah.
You'll never see it, BK. I don't leave the house.
And she is I think it's the next slide. We'll see. But Dom will get. She's done a lot of Star Wars cosplay.
Ooh, Dark Talon, baby.
Wow. A lot of Star Wars cosplay. Wow. She's done Mara Jade. We've got some. She got some Ventress in the middle there. We've got the Darth Talon. In fact,
I care about Ventress. I care about freaking Mara Jade and Darth Talon. Those are my favorite right there. Freaking Ventress is good, but those are my favorite.
If I didn't care about Ventress, she wouldn't be on
I know.
the slide.
Ventress is good too, but Talon and freaking Jade is my favorite. Two legends right now that have to get into canon somehow.
Well, I'm glad you like Darth Talon, because we have I put these in here just for you.
Thank you.
Yep. Will we get Darth Talon in the new mall, Dom? I told you were going to have opportunity to talk about this since you weren't going to be on Sunday. This is your segue, if you will.
I know. So
will
far,
we get?
It is definitely not Talon right now, quote unquote. She's a little pinkish, no pun intended, a little pinkish, not red, but I'm still holding hope that later on in the timeline, she actually takes on the mantle as Dark Talon and gets the mole tattoos and becomes the.
Will we get this Darth Talon?
Talking about Disney, man.
Yeah.
Filoni doesn't care about canon, so there you go. It'll be fine.
Hey, actually, Filoni actually cares a lot about legends. He does like a lot of legend stuff. So he definitely
Filoni likes what Filoni creates. That's what Filoni likes.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy? So the rumors floating out there, right? Dave Filoni took over for Kathleen Kennedy. She stepped down. Guess who Kathleen Kennedy's going to do? Take over Bob Iger's spot.
No,
it's the head of Disney. They're talking about.
They're not giving her head to Disney.
I don't know, man. Hey, stranger things have happened. Who knows? Bob Iger's stepping down soon too. So who knows? But yeah, Dark Talon. Like I've seen one girl dressed as Dark Talon at a lot of the cons that I've gone to.
Well, it probably takes a lot of work to cosplay as
Dark
Talon.
Yeah, because
it's a lot of body paint.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a lot of prep. A lot of prep.
Yes.
A lot of prep and no clothes. So it's easy to wear no clothes, but it's the prep of the body.
You know what? I mean, obviously, all we're seeing is pictures of Grace here cosplaying as Darth Talon, but it's amazing. Obviously, we don't know if she jumps around and does whatever, but it's amazing her Likey are so much better than anything we saw on the Ahsoka show, on the Ahsoka series. It's just so much better than anything we saw on the Ahsoka series. Even though Ahsokas aren't technically Likey or whatever, because she's not technically a what you call it, but anyway.
But you know what's funny? The crazy thing is that Dark Talon is a very popular character. A lot of women dress as Dark Talon. You would think about that they would try to bring her into the Star Wars methods in the canon. The same thing with Dr. Aphra. Dr. Aphra, she's had 3 series already. She's been in Star Wars and that. Bring her into the main fold already. Give her an animated series. Give her a freaking goddamn a live action. Do something. But
yeah.
Anyway,
maybe we'll get Dark.
All right. Well, there was your moment, Dom. We appreciate you taking advantage of it. I don't know if I can't remember if there's another slide or not. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Yes. I couldn't come up with a legit 10 out of 10 Joe slide this week.
I was happy with Marge. I was like,
I came up with
a huge
this
Simpson fan, so this was fine for me, Jay.
I feel like there are a lot of Simpson fans out there, including our good buddy JJ. I feel like we neglect the Simpson fans out there, and maybe there's some kink out there to go along with it. I don't know. Possibly. I bet there is. And so we have some sexy Marge cosplay going on here from Miss Grace McClung. Doing a little housework. Yeah, doing a little housework and then relaxing in the tub.
Nice.
I don't think those actual Marge pictures. Now these actual Marge pictures that I actually cut and pasted into this slide were actually from her IG. I didn't go searching for these. These were actually on Grace's IG. So I guess these are what she kind of used as reference for her cosplay. So yeah, I didn't go searching for those, despite what someone out there might think, but I didn't. But yeah, pretty sexy Marge.
I like it. Good stuff.
Yeah, I thought you would like it, if no for no reason than the nice leggy bath pick down there on the bottom right.
You get the feet picks.
It was good. I mean, granted, I'm concerned about her liver, but it's good. It's good.
Blue hair. Yeah.
And that is it for this week's cosplayer of the week.
Okay, so we got a 5-minute Vampirella update, and it's the
May
Dynamite
not
Blood
take
Red
5
this
minutes.
week. And I don't know if Dynamite Blood Red takes 5 minutes to get through. A lot of fun covers that are just kind of fun little throwaway covers. The one on the far right, I forget who did half these covers because half of them are nobody I was overly familiar with. But the Red Sonja on the far right is actually a great cover.
Yeah, that's actually the best one. They're really the only noteworthy one, in my opinion.
Yeah, the other ones were kind of like, oh, okay.
Other than the Alligator that I showed earlier.
Oh yeah, that was that. Like I said, that's why I would say that one would tie with number one, because I do like the Red Sonja one a lot. It's pretty cool.
But Purgatory was barely in this comic. She was in like a flashback or something.
One panel,
one panel.
Yeah, it was pretty minimal. So yeah, only 4 covers off of the open order stuff. Of course, you had all the Dynamite variations, but of these 4 covers, but that's pretty much what you had there. So like I said, I know you haven't been a huge fan of the art style in here.
Still not.
I'm very hit or miss on it. Part of it I like. It feels a little Francavilla, and I kind of like it. Sometimes it feels a little like hack. And I dig some of the panels a lot, and then some of the panels are just really bad. So it's tough. It's tough, but I do kind of enjoy it. It is, again, one of the easier reads out there because it's relatively straightforward. Sonja's fucking up the zombies. We still got Deja Thoris.
These zombies are her friends too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's Sonja. She just wants to cut shit up and drink, which is why I love Red Sonja. We had Deja Thoris, who was bitten by Vampi, who's still kind of out of it. And we got Miss Fury there, kind of fucking about. And then they come up to this place where there's this other group of weird things that don't have any heads, which are kind of weird. And then there's the weird spider head guy, which was kind of weird. I don't know how you felt about those guys, Jedi.
The Spiderhead guy he's not from Mars or wherever Deja Thoris is from, but is he from there, or is he from like a nearby planet? But there's history between them.
There's history between them.
Can I just say though that my favorite panel, and I'm glad you put it in here. I didn't ask you to, but I'm glad you put it in here. Is the panel where she says, "Armpit blood is my favorite." Is my favorite. That was my favorite line in the entire comic. For some reason, it actually made me chuckle. Like, armpit blood is my favorite. Anyway, the rest of I kind of made the whole thing for me for some reason, but anyway.
Yeah. So, what you find out, I guess, is that the weird spider head guy created, I guess, the people from Mars, Deja Thoris's people, wanted them to create some type of virus that would only affect the men, but it ended up affecting the Martian men as well.
Well, they were in a war with a planet that was primarily men or something like that, right? Or
yeah. So
like
they wanted them to create a virus that would only affect and kill the men. And he told them that you wouldn't be able to contain the virus. So then it ended up infecting the Deja Thoris's men as well. And they all started dying. And this guy, he doesn't want to find a cure. What he wants to do is find a more virulent form that will also infect women.
Well, because they were going to make him Deja Thoris when things went south and it started affecting them as well. The Martian men, or wherever she's from. I think it's Martian, right? Is it Mars, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
wherever she's from.
She's from Mars.
Or they tried to make him the scapegoat, right? Even though he kind of warned them, you're not going to be able to contain this thing. They tried to make him the scapegoat, and that's why he fled. And when he fled, unfortunately, some of these virus germs or whatever clung to his whatever he escaped in, and that's how it got to Earth. So that's why he has a vendetta against Deja Thoris, right? Because she doesn't really want to take him back. She doesn't want to take him back. She wants to kill him because she knows if she takes him back for a trial, the truth is going to come out. So she wants to kill this guy, right?
Yep.
Am I getting ahead? Am I getting ahead?
No, that's pretty much it. And then you basically start to have the headless creatures fighting the existing zombies. And I just had to put in this panel of Vampirella, who was being held captive, busting out and turning halfway into a bat. Because it was just a really weird panel.
Well, because the bodiless head guy with the spider legs wanted to take off Vampirella's head and use her body, right, and wear her body. So she changed into a bat so she could escape, I guess, right? And that's where this one ended, where she was.
Now, earlier in this, she had actually turned into a full bat, and you see her flying. But I prefer I'm half turned into a bat, and I'm still wearing my clothes.
Yeah, the man bat, if you will, or the woman bat, if you will. Yes. Yeah.
So that's what we had. You know, that's
the only thing I would add is that the one character, what's her name? The little cat, the black Miss Fury. Miss Fury's been given private orders by Purgatory to kill Vampirella because Purgatory's tired of Vampirella's shit.
Yeah,
so
Purgatory and Vampi do not get along well.
Yeah, she has secret orders to kill Vampirella, and now Deja Thoris kind of is in cahoots, I think, with Fury because Vampirella, I think she realizes Vampirella knows the truth. So I think we may see Vampirella and Red Sonja kind of against everybody, or something going to happen. Red Sonja right now seems to be, at least for right now, seems to be the only true ally that maybe Vampirella has at this point, anyway.
She just wants to fuck shit up and get drunk.
Vampirella just wants. I'm sorry, Red Sonja just wants to She has loyalty. She's loyal. She has she has loyalty, but yeah, she just wants to kill zombies right now.
Yeah. So that's what we had this week for this wonderful 5-minute update of a book that is very easy reading. Again, it's a book if you like a lot of these characters, it's fun to see them together. I like to be able to see Vampi. I like to see Deja Thoris. I love seeing Red Sonja. I like to see them all interact together. I like seeing Miss Fury as well. So it's fun to see all of them kind of together in a very kind of easy read. So now, would I be going out and buying ratios of this book? No, but I'm okay with pre-ordering the A cover for like $2.99 and perusing it. It's not bad. So that's where we are at with that. And with that, Jedi, I believe it's Dom's favorite time. You ready to sing?
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, cool. Sale of the week.
Roll it back.
Yeah. Good stuff.
This week is this
Those
what
coins.
was that?
Actually, was gonna buy that coin. Tails I get head, and heads you get.
They're not.
There was a coin that you
No, we're definitely not the best at what we did.
No, we're not. This was Joe's idea to keep the streak alive, and so we do it. We don't know what we're gonna do next week because we don't have plans for next week, but we'll come up with something.
I have one for you next week, Jedi.
Yeah. Okay, good. Use all the help I can get. This is the naughty novelty coins.
Yeah.
That you can buy. So none of these are expensive. Most of these are you can get for very cheap on, and most of these are still like you can buy. Most of these that sold, you can still find because you can buy 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are not limited at all. They're probably made to order or whatever.
And then there's also a lot of similar variations in theme.
Yeah. So the first one, I thought this one was kind of funny. It's heads or tails flip coin, novelty challenge coin. Heads, I get tail. Tails, I get head. Which the graphics self-explanatory.
Quite self-explanatory.
Yeah. So it's a metal alloy construction. It's 40 millimeters if you care how big it is. How much room it might take in your pocket. Yeah. This one sold for a little $13 basically on a fixed price. All of these are pretty much fixed price. I did find, however, that if you go look at them and probably if you like track them or follow them, I didn't even follow them. I just looked at them because obviously I was doing the research. Now I'm getting offers. Yeah, people are sending me offers on these things, and I'm like, no, I'm just doing a little research. No thanks. But this one sold for about $13 back in December 28th. This one's pretty, it's naughty for sure, but certainly something that if you're hanging with your boys or whatever, they might probably get a kick out of it. The other one is we'll call it a good luck token. Rub for good luck. Got some 2 girls with tatas, and on the other side it's bottoms up. A girl trying to find her way out of a shot glass. Nice. This is also a novelty coin, silver finished steel. This one is $6, basically fixed price, so not expensive at all. It probably costs more to ship it. I don't know. And this one sold back on January 16th of this year. So another one, good conversation pieces. If you frequent a bar or whatever, pull it out and.
I mean, these are things that I would see
in a bar. Pull it out. Damn, Jedi. What kind of bar?
I grew up in the age.
Well, up here,
and
pull it out and
wooden nickels and wooden tokens.
Get arrested
when somebody would buy you a drink at the bar. You get a free chip or whatever. You just have it with your pile of money there. And see those there.
Yep.
Nice and fun. Next slide is. So this is also a novelty. I feel like it's been long enough that we can kind of poke fun at this one. Bill Clinton, Arkansas gag.
This cracked me up. I saw this. This is what made me think of this. This segment.
Yeah, I'm going to take.
That's funny.
I'm going to take credit for using. I came up with gag quarter. Gag, get it? Gag. Gag quarter novelty parody coin. This was made out of metal. This one sold for $10 fixed price back in January 9th. This also like it says headquarters on back down there on the bottom of it. I guess a lot of funny stuff on this one.
I was surprised how close it looked to an actual quarter.
It does look like a real quarter. I don't know if it's the same size. If you could put this in a I don't know if vending machines still take coins or not, but I don't know if you put this in a soda machine if it would take it or not. But it might be pretty expensive soda if you did. But pretty funny. I think you got the cigar. I think it's got a lot of the little face in there. So pretty funny. Be careful with this one, or you might actually end up spending it. And like I said, it's a pretty expensive quarter if you actually accidentally spend it, probably for $10. But kind of funny. And then lastly, we had another one. Hedge. This one actually says heads you get heads, tails you get tails. So a little slightly different than the other one we saw. But a little pussy never hurt anyone. So heads and tails. Another flip coin, novelty challenge coin, a high quality materials. This one says that was straight out of the.
There you go. What more do you need?
Materials. So no cheap shit, man. This is high quality, high quality novelty toys.
Not high quality,
$6.60. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, made in America shit. Probably not, but this one sold January 14th earlier this year. So yeah, the streak continues, and these are pretty fun. That's all I'm going to say about them. They're fun.
The streak continues, Jedi. The streak continues.
Yeah.
That's all we got to say. After 2 years of doing this, it gets harder and harder every week to find something.
I don't know if we'll ever be brave enough to do sex toys, Terry. That I don't know.
Did we do pinball machines? I don't know.
I
remember whether we did pinball machines or not.
I think there's going to come a point. There's going to come a point when we're not going to be able to remember what we've done and what we haven't done. It's not like we've kept records of this. So.
Pinball machines are a passion of mine. I actually have a pinball arcade here in town. I grew up with Williams Triple Strike that I owned as a child, which can be seen in, I believe, Police Academy 1 when there's a riot in the street. There's a Williams Triple Strike machine that rolls across the street. That was what I grew up with. I do love me some pinball. So good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. We got no Styx this week.
Nope.
He's a little under the weather. So we will roll directly into our Kickstarter quarterly update. I will try to remember as many of these as I can. I don't take notes when I do this because I try to go for quantity over quality. To try to get as many of them that I find interesting in there, because you can always reference back, go to Kickstarter, look it up, and see who all the artists are and all of the other possible variant covers and all that fun stuff. So this week we are going to do our Kickstarter quarterly update. So first on our list, we got Sink Your Teeth In #1, the mature Sapphic Noir Chicago Vampires. The one on the far right's a nice Skylar Patridge cover, which is the not safe for work. But the I'm trying to remember who did the one in the middle. It's Vash or something like that. I like that cover as well. The first cover was just kind of creepy. I believe that's the V cover that's available as well. So got some vampire love. You're short because it's noir Chicago vampires, so you're gonna get some ladies going at it. So sink your teeth in. Not bad covers.
Vampire tends to lend itself to
oh yes,
girl on girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Which we will never complain about. There is a new Lady Mechanica Kickstarter, the Mechanical Menagerie Part 2. So you got some great covers in here as always. The Raymond Gay cover is quite nice. Of course, you have like 3 or 4 Benitez covers. You have Benitez covers that are just classic, beautiful Lady Mechanica covers. They're all great, but the Raymond Gay cover is also really nice. And Sabine Rich, also fantastic cover in there as well. They're not too crazy priced, but
But didn't they have something like this? Didn't they have this like in Dark Horse? Was it Dark Horse or something? They had a comic series that was similar.
Yeah,
to
one of the publishers had a running Lady Mechanica series. But again, they're all the covers are always gorgeous that he puts out, and not just his covers, but the people that he gets to do the covers as well. They're always really high quality, always really beautiful. So there's our Lady Mechanica. There's this fun little Eternal 40-page superhero book here, Into the Void, Mark of the Void. So there's, it's a fun little two-tone cover, but there is a Kiss cover, the one that's just pink and white there. The last cover that's available there is a nice Kiss cover. There's also a Joe Schmalke cover. So and there's also an Esad Ribic cover in there as well on the trade dress. So If you want to pick up the trade dresses, they have some fun variant covers in there. Fun little comic in there. A couple fun little artists in there. There's some schmalky fans out there. There's some Ribic fans, and I do like Kiss Kiss. We got Long Dark Winter, which is kind of a sheriff investigating a murder stuck in a town, and supernatural stuff becomes involved.
That's cool though.
There you go.
I like that cover, that Long Dark Winter, the first one.
Yeah, the variant cover there on the right was kind of a cool cover, so I was like, I'll throw that in there. Looked like a decent book. Most of these ones that I am pulling up are for the most part funded. I haven't seen a lot of Sabine Rich covers late. I haven't seen as many as I would like. I know I'm trying to remember who she works with. She used to do, I think, colors for Frank Cho. So off and on, but her stuff is always fantastic. Let's see. We got Time Spells #1, a not safe for work fantasy comic book adventure. I had to throw this up there because there is a Yum cover. Can't go wrong with the Yum cover.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
Yeah.
I was mad about this one because they didn't offer a combined Yum. You know what I mean? Like,
they did. Yeah. There's just Nice and Naughty, not set. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get the set. You have to buy them a la carte, if you will. You can't get the set on this one, which kind of pissed me off.
This would have been. I would have been far more happy with a $35 set for a Nice and Naughty. Yeah. That way, knock $5 off. Help a brother out.
Yeah. So I haven't backed this one yet for sheer principle. To be honest with you, I'm kind of like taking a stand. I'm kind of mad about it.
And I think what bothers me is, like, I'm used to when I see this format, seeing both a Naughty, Nice, and a set price.
Yeah.
If they didn't have it in this format, I probably wouldn't think twice about it. But that is a little bothersome. Let's see. We got The Beast in Snow, 1-4, a mature sapphic monster romance tale. It's fun. A few fun covers there as well. Nothing crazy to write home about, but some decent covers. We got Frosted Up. Frosted Up has a handful of fun covers, but there is a fun little Ivan Tao in there, and there's like 3 different versions of the one on the right, which is a Sonia Mattis, Coco Aspen cover, and it is quite nice. I love Sonia Mattis, especially when she works with Coco Aspen. They're very beautiful covers. Again, I didn't realize how much Sonia Mattis work I had until I was organizing my books and realized I had, I think, almost a little over a short box, like half of a short box of Sonia Mattis covers. But they always have good stuff. So got that. There you go. There's your Curse of Cleaver County. It's still open, kids. You can get your Susperia, you can get your Susperia, you can get your Sveta. There's good covers in there. So it's still hop in. There's still like there's still like 20 days left. 21 days I think left in the Kickstarter. So so for all you Sveta chasers, it's out there. For all you Susperia chasers, it's out there.
This is Garrett Gunn, who's probably, in my opinion, one of the better Kickstarter writers out there. He's also does some art, but he's a really good writer. He does Fangers, which is one of the Kickstarters that I enjoy. I backed this one, but I backed the digital. I didn't back any of the physical copies yet. I'm trying to remember. I knew you would. I knew you'd want the Savetta. I'm trying to remember who is the one on the right. I can't read that.
It's
Amada.
I can't remember who, and I can't read that small.
I may have to revisit it. I know I backed it digital because I wanted to also go back and read, get some of the back to get number one too.
I think I grabbed the all covers option just to get one of everyone, and then I picked up a
Oh, you got Suspiria on there too.
Yeah. So that one, you know, like I said, that's fulfilled already, but it is still out there. So go get it. I love Steve Rude, big Nexus fan. His art books are a lot of fun. So there's the art of Steve Rude. There's 3 different cover options there. The pinup cover is quite nice. The Detective Chimp there is pretty nice. And the Nexus cover, pretty fun as well. Steve Rude's work is always nice, always fulfills. And if you're a fan of his work, the art books are pretty nice. I've gotten a few before in the past. Escort is dropping out a trade paperback for the Escort. So you'll get a nice little graphic novel. There's the eBaz cover there on the regular cover, and then there's an Ali Garza.
I have the OA. I have that OA actually. It's funny. I have it. Yeah, I have it right here. Actually,
you're like, that looks familiar.
I do. I have it, and I don't even remember picking it up. I was in one of Ali's streams, and I was chatting with him, and I was like, hey, because I was going through Kickstarter, and I was like, oh, hey, I just noticed you have a cover for the S-Guard, and Ali's like, yeah, you have the OA for it, and I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, dude, I do not have that. So then, like last night, I'm going through some of it, and I'm like, holy fuck, I do have it. Like, so I messaged him on Facebook. I was like, dude, you got a good memory. I do have that. He goes, dude, I told you. I told you got it. And I was like, yeah, son of a bitch. But yeah, I do have that OA. It's over there somewhere.
I was happy with this one because somebody we don't talk about a lot, Jedi, but I think you would enjoy is Flowers XL. Flowers XL does a lot of covers, and a lot of them are really good. So Starbanger #1, a sexy superhero comic. There is a Flowers XL cover, and there is a Bear Witch cover. I'm a fan of Bear Witch as well. I always buy Bear Witch, but every now and then when I see a Bear Witch cover in there, I'm like,
I'm right there with you. I really like Bear Witch, but I can't. It's just one of those. It's just too much, right? I mean, it's just you have to draw the line somewhere.
You do.
But Bear Witch has some really good stuff. It's
I do give in every now and then. I give in.
Hey Joe, you getting that poster?
No, I'm not getting the poster. I have run out of room for posters where I'm allowed to have my artwork displayed prominently, which is in this room. So I have a lot of Steve Mannion stuff and Bruce Timm stuff on the walls already, and some Scott Blair stuff. And I will be running out of room.
I'll be going through Kickstarter and I'll see something. I'll be like, man, that's a pretty hot cover, and it's Bear Witch, and I'm just like, man, it's just I can't do it though. It's just like you got to draw the line. You got to stand your ground. You're like, no, I can't do it.
It is very tough because once you start to open that door, it's hard to close it. So next up on our list, we got Territory, the complete post-apocalyptic kaiju series trade paperback. Fun trade paperback, but you can get add-ons of the comics. One of which is a Flops cover, which is an homage to the Marvel Godzilla cover.
Yep, I see it.
So on the far right top there. Yep. So it's another one of those fun ones where sometimes it's like, well, maybe I'll get the trade paperback just so I can get an add-on as well.
Our payers got Tom's attention.
She's got big thighs. What do you want? It's a big girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Star Spangled Ties. What do you want?
Got Tights. Issues 1 through 5, Volume 1. This is I can't remember the person's name. Their first and last name is damn near impossible to pronounce on that first cover there. They do excessively detailed covers. They've done a bunch of stuff for Marvel and DC and a lot of entries for That's about as close as I'm going to get in terms of pronouncing their name. But it is a fun variant. They always have very detailed covers with a ton of characters. So it's one of those fun covers where it's like, oh, I could sit there and stare at this cover for 20 minutes and see a ton of different stuff. Hey, I'm not against that. Everyone, every fetish must be equally represented at certain times.
Jeez.
I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm not saying I'll never reach that, but I'm not there yet.
You draw the line at pregnancy porn.
Tyson,
We
we talked about the last time. Pregnancy porn.
I'm not saying I haven't necessarily put the shovel down yet, but I haven't quite dug that teeth yet.
Hey, listen, you have a girl with no legs, a nice body. She ain't running away from you.
Yeah. might roll away though. This is another one of those ones where you can pick up the volume 1, which again is a pretty cool cover, but you can also from the add-ons pick up some of the older issues as well. So
hey, isn't that cover site? Isn't that the homage cover to what's the friggin' what's the book from
what, the uncanny X-Men where Wolverine's getting
Kirkman
that's possible.
No, what's the cartoon that's on that he does on TV?
Invincible?
Invisible. Didn't Invisible have a cover like that?
It's possible.
I think so.
But yeah, so like I said, sometimes I'm happy getting a trade sometimes just to read something and then be like, oh, there's a cover back in the original run that looks interesting and I feel like picking that up. So this is one of those. Since Zenescope is just pretty much goddamn Kickstarter and their own store now, they have the 20 years, 20 stories, big hardback deluxe edition, which has a ton of great stuff in it, but there's all kinds of crazy add-ons as well in terms of having a lot of the limited covers, a lot of covers that are limited to 125. There's another cover there. It's limited to 75. Sonia Mattis down there. So there's some good covers in there. If you're a Zenescope fan and you feel like shilling out for a hardcover, some of the add-ons in there.
One thing about these Kickstarters, man. I know the add-ons add up, man. So if you're paying like say $300-$400 for the Kickstarter alone, then the add-ons more money on top of that. Before you know, you're spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on books.
It does get to be a bit of a pain in the ass, and the problem is everybody does it different. So like I like when I'm choosing the initial reward before I get to the add-ons. I want a package that has what I want in it, and sometimes you just don't get that.
Yeah.
Some of them are a real pain in the ass where it's like, I don't want to spend $300 and something bucks for some massive package of everything, but I just, I want at least the A covers, or I want this set of whatever, and they don't offer it. And then sometimes you're lucky you get to the add-ons and they'll have it.
Yeah.
But some of them don't have it, or they put it in the add-ons later, which is a real pain in the ass because you choose the one thing thinking, well, I'll just be able to add on the other cover I like, and then they don't offer it in the addons.
And then you wind up losing out. And the next thing you know, the book is like a couple $100. It's a lot more money. And
yeah. There's a lot of things that I wish, and like Joe said, I mean, Kickstarter kind of gives the creator or who, whatever you want to call them, a lot of freedom to do it however they want, which can be frustrating if it's not done in a way that's easy to, necessarily how you want it. Like a lot of times if they offer some backstock, and for me, if you're an artist collector,
salty,
but the backstock doesn't tell you who the artist is on the backstock, well, I'm not going to roll the dice. If it just says, well, you'll get a random cover, well, that's not going to work for me. I want to know what the cover is I'm going to get. Or, if they don't list the if they'll just say like, oh, okay, here you can get cover A, cover B, cover C. Well, I don't know who that is. Don't make me do homework. Don't make me have to go try and Google who like, cover A, B, or C is for that. I'm like, no. I mean,
you know what I also
feed the
dislike?
dragon. Feed the dragon. Give me the information I need to make a decision if you want to make a sale.
Yeah, but a
Don't-
lot of these artists. Wait, I know a lot of the artists, the regular artists, you guys collect, but there's a lot of up and coming artists that actually do add-ons too, right? That do.
Sure.
And because it looks like at the end of the day, if it's limited, if they take off like the other artists have, you have something that's special because it's a limited edition book, a 75 up to 100, and they go off to be a big time artist.
And
down the
a
road.
lot of
Yeah,
times-
but
And a lot of times you will get, some of the Kickstarters will have, it'll say, hey, first time artist, whatever. And, it might be their first comic cover.
Okay.
But unless the Kickstarter says like limited to 20 or limited to, but if it just says like cover A, B, or C, there's probably going to be plenty of backstock. So I wouldn't count on that being necessarily too limited, because when they come out with issue 2, 3, or 4, there's going to be opportunities for what they call catch up, where you go back and you can order backstock. Yeah.
But even on those, the print runs on these are pretty low regardless.
Compared to, yeah.
But so the one thing I found I hate is hey, add on one additional cover and then you choose it in backer kit when the project finally gets funded. That I hate, because I hate backer kit, and sometimes you'll get into there and they'll just have a drop down, and I'm like, I can't remember which one I wanted.
Oh yeah,
because it could be
you
2
have to
months
go back
after
to Well, you have to go back to Kickstarter and go back to the campaign and go back and review the
it's a real pain.
covers. Yeah.
We got Monster Matador, Blood of the Matador.
Yeah, actually,
you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the Scarface homage in the middle there.
Cool.
The L cartoon is the artist on the far right. That's just a badass cover. I really, really love that cover a lot. And the A covers on the for issue 2's A covers on the far left, which is also pretty cool. But the L cartoons cover on the far right, I saw that. I was like, that's a pretty nice cover. I like that. And again, all you Scarface fans, the cover in the middle. Who doesn't like a Scarface homage? Shark Knife. It's Shark Knife. Fight Machine, Volume 1. The art in this just looks like a lot of fun. It's Corey Loose's art. Corey Loose wrote it. There is a B cover option there on the right, but the art inside just looks like a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy, very colorful. So might just be a fun read if you want something a little nuts and your art a little less restrained. Looks like a lot of fun. The Marvel art of Dan Dos Santos, a deluxe art book, and more. If you just get the hardcover, it's that pretty sharp Captain America cover there. You can do the option with the dust jacket, which is where you get Spidey and your little ghost spider there.
I like Spidey. I like Spidey. Friggin' what's that name? Friggin' Ghost Whisperer or friggin' or
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. But I do like the Storm, and I like the Kitty Pryde.
Yes, that is the slipcase option.
Yes,
so you can get the slipcase for it. The Storm is great. The Kitty Pryde's awesome as well. I love when Lockheed is always kind of going in and out with Kitty Pryde in the phasing there. It always looks cool. But yeah, so I mean, it's a very nice book. If you're a Marvel fan, I'm sure there's just some really beautiful Marvel art in there for you. So have at it. We got some Metal Shade here. I threw this in just because the Alexa Low covers were quite nice on this. They were some pretty nice covers with the holofoil especially. Just fun, crazy book. Has a handful significant handful of cover options that are available there.
Wait a minute, is that an amputee cover? Is that an amputee cover, or is that just her leg bent up under? What's going on?
An amputee?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. No, I think her leg's just underneath.
Is her leg just bent up under?
Her leg's just
Double.
underneath. It's underneath there. The knee.
She's
Okay.
begging me. She's begging me.
It's there. It's there. It would be funny and ironic.
It would be very ironic, yeah.
But no, she has it there. So yeah, the Alexa Low covers are pretty nice there. I like a good heist comic, and the Skim looks great. So you got the Skim Part 1. It's a gangster heist comic. You know, I'm guessing if you like kind of Brubaker Phillips type stuff like this would be pretty enjoyable for you. And again, both covers looked like a lot of fun. There is a Kickstarter exclusive cover for this, which is just a black and white of the one on the left. I actually like the B cover a lot.
Here's a cool cover.
It's the type of shit that I like to read.
I like heist covers. I like gangster stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just fun to read. I just enjoy it. Next up, we got Daughters of the Dark Oracle, Back from the Grave.
And that looks like a Styx special right there. It looks like a friggin' mummy.
Yeah, you got this
That's
Curse the
what that
Ragdoll covers. There's just some pretty covers in here, and the drive-in editions are kind of fun with all of the kind of like movie poster kind of BS around it with the black and white versus just kind of a minimal trade dress version of it. So that was something a little different. I like when there's fun variants that aren't just like, hey, here's a girl clothed and here's her fallopian tubes. It's nice when you have a secondary variant that's just kind of something interesting based off the original. It's not necessarily filthy.
Oh, you my mummy.
We have Milflantis.
Atlantis. Oh, geez.
Some of these, of course, I just have to put in because the names are hilarious.
Whoa.
There's only a few covers
There's another
in
Bear
here.
Witch. Yes, there's another Bear
there's
Witch.
another Bear Witch. There's a Zork cover, and there's one more cover in there.
Yeah.
But the lower torso clothing was just a little too see-through. There was a little too much vertical smile available. So I threw up the Zork and the Bear Witch there, but really just had to throw it up because
I'm just curious, was there a Miraglio for this one too? This strikes me as something that Miraglio would
actually, you know what? There might have been a Miraglio.
I bet there was. This just strikes me as something he would submit something for.
Like I said, it's the one thing I do enjoy about Kickstarter. I always laugh when I'm going through these because there'll always be 2 or 3 titles. I'm like, good on you. You did well. You did well. So Milflantis one definitely.
Oh, did you put the one in there? I'll wait till the end. Did you put the one in there I sent you that was Star Wars related? Was that active or was that? I can't remember if that was active or not.
I think it might have been done.
And then older one.
Of course, one of my favorites, Blam and Glam. Their issue 12 and 13 will be in here, which are newer, and you can catch up with the old issues as well. You got Richard Morgan there on the first cover. He has 2 red covers available and a couple other. It's his book. But you have 2 normal covers that he paints, 2 red covers that he has. You got a Bang Bez on 12 and 13, which are gorgeous. I will buy anything Bang Bez puts out there. And then you got these fun pink covers for 12 and 13 as well, which are fantastic. But, check it out. I will proselytize his work repeatedly because this whole Kickstarter since issue 1 came out has been absolutely awesome. The people he's brought in to do, Bang Bez has been through most of it, and there's a lot of fantastic Bang Bez covers in here, but he's brought in Luana Vecchio, Susperia. There's been a lot of really great artists that pop in and will do a variant in this series as well. So check it out. There's some great add-ons in there. Or if you are running with the series and you want to pick up 12 and 13, go in and get it.
There was another Kickstarter. I think the one you're talking about is it's called Mother Effin' Mermaids or something.
Yes.
That might have been the Miraglio. Okay.
I think I have that one in here. But yeah, definitely, like I said, Richard Morgan. Like I said, I've been getting this Kickstarter since it started, and again, he ships from the UK. He lives in the UK. I have never had a problem with any of my books delivered. I know sometimes people worry because it's from the UK, but I have not had any issues with his timeliness or quality of the delivery. Yeah, the Steven Sejic was really, really nice as well on the Blame and Claim that came out as well. You got the Press Guardian, the final chapter. There's a Marguerite Sauvage cover there, which is kind of nice on the left. I'm not sure whether she's doing the interiors as well for that. But there were a couple interesting covers there. Hell's Reign, an unauthorized mission. It's what you'd expect out of a book like this. You got chicks in space and a few fun covers. I did kind of enjoy that cover there, so I threw that up there. I summoned a demon. She's kind of my type. Also, you can go back and get some older issues. Jedi, if you want Big Titty Dick Pot, I believe that is an add-on in this.
I didn't see. I looked at this one and I didn't back it because I didn't think there was a. I didn't think there was a Dravakis or Nick Pot for this one. I didn't think.
Not for this issue, but for the add-ons, they did have the prior issue of #1.
Oh, I backed that one.
Yeah,
I think I backed that one already. I'll have to double check, but I think I backed the previous one because I did a what we are reading on the previous issue, I think.
Nice. So yeah, there's some good covers. The Poulat's very nice there, right in the middle. I think it's Meriglio on the right.
Yeah, it's Meriglio on the right. I'm trying to figure out who that is in the middle.
The middle is Poulat. I can't remember.
Oh, it's Poulat. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I can't remember who did the cover on the left, but I did love it as well because #1, I love yellow covers, and it was just kind of fun. Space Happy, why not?
Yeah, Space Happy.
Yeah, I kind of love a good bubble helmet cover, especially because apparently it's cold in space. That's what I'm gathering from the picture on the far right. So I'm happy with it. It's kind of a cool cover. I like oldie looking sci-fi kind of covers. The trade dress could use probably a little bit of work, but that was a nice cover nonetheless. Legends of Stargrazers. If you were an old collector, hey, the original Stargrazers run had a wonderful shit ton of fantastic Adams Hughes covers. So this one has some new stories written by Dave Campy. So if you love, again, chicks having fun in space and having adventures, this one is right up your alley. If you're a person of a certain age like myself that grew up with the original series and picking those up when you're first collecting comics and like, ooh, this is fun. It's a nice hardcover, soft cover graphic novel with some good stuff in there and fun covers. Leaded Gasoline. I just thought that the first cover is a Murdoch cover. It was just a really badass cover. I just really, really liked that cover, so I had to throw it in. I had to throw this in there. It's kind of a grindhouse horror comic.
Yeah.
So, it'll probably be a kind of a fun read as well. But yeah, that Murdoch cover was just badass. I was like, I'm throwing that in there.
Yeah, I looked at this one. I thought it would be a good read, but I didn't like any of the covers. So
I really like the Murdoch cover. The A cover, I'm kind of it's a cover. But I really did enjoy the Murdoch cover a lot. Within One, I had to throw this in there for Jedi because there is a Yum cover right in the middle there.
Yeah,
and
too too many freaking Yum covers, man. I need to dial it back. I can't afford all these freaking Yum covers.
And the Carl Liversage cover is quite nice as well. I don't know why they covered that up because I'm pretty sure those tits aren't out, nor is the nor is the bottom hoo-ha area either, because in the subsequent versions of this cover, it's definitely out. It's definitely out in the other versions. But, yeah, there's some fun covers in there, but again, for you Yum chasers out there, I'm
just afraid, Yum is just not only. I mean, obviously it takes a toll on my credit card, but I don't like it when it's getting to be like. I mean, you want to see artists be successful. At the same time, you're like, all right, you hate to see the market get flooded with like just okay. Every freaking Kickstarter's got a Yum cover now, where it used to be like. It used to be part of the hunt, you kind of hunt for it. You're like, oh, a Yum cover, cool. Now it's like, okay, you don't even have to hunt. It's just like every Kickstarter seems to have a Yum cover now.
Thank you, Terry. Let's see what we got next here. Oh, there's your motherfucking mermaids.
Mermaids.
Yeah. So there. I did not put the Meriglio cover up there. I did put the Chadzudas cover up there. The Santiago Cali cover is gorgeous as well, and the Monty Blue Draws cover is just a nice set of tits, and I like that. And see, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Yeah, you do the set.
Mild, hot set.
You save a couple of bucks. You bundle. It's all about the bundle, and
that's $10. You save $10.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel good about that. I was like, I can even I can justify spending $40 for the set versus 30 for the nude or just 20 for the for the nice.
Yeah, and when you don't do it, it irritates me now. I guess I've been doing this now where I'm like I have standards, and if you don't follow don't follow these Kickstarter standards, my God, it irritates me.
There you go, Dom. Beach Girl #1.
Oh, I saw this one. Yeah, Pedro Perez.
You got a little Ahsoka there for you.
I like that.
I
actually like the Gundam. Covers. I like the Gundam cover in the end.
It is fun. Yeah. It is. I do like the cardboard box Gundam.
Yeah, I like the cover. Well. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The Favor Scott cover is also kind of nice. I kind of dig that as well.
So the Ahsoka has a nude cover too.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep. Yes. Topless. Well, yeah. You can only do topless, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, but there were some fun covers in there.
I'm about to get that cover now.
It was kind of a fun
one. You gotta go, Dom's gonna. That's where it starts, Dom. You're gonna pop your cherry on this Ahsoka cover, and it's all done after that.
Yeah, the cover is by far my favorite.
You're gonna be a Kickstarter whore.
I love the Gundam cover. I think that's just fun and hilarious. Spy XXX, an erotic action parody.
There's Miraglio.
There's another Miraglio there. There's a Joe Picar there. I love Joe Picar. I left out a couple Joe Picar covers out of this that just didn't hit me the right way, but that one I do love a lot. And again, Flowers XL. Always has good covers. They're good, solid covers.
Hey, listen. I know she has a flat ass, but it could work. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Liberty Girl celebrates 250th anniversary year. So there is the one cover, but it has some fun add-ons, some fun posters, some fun pinup style posters, which I kind of liked. So I know Jedi likes patriotic and flaggy type covers. So
there you go.
Yeah,
I threw that in there.
Hey Jedi, you coming to New York City for the 250th anniversary of the United States?
I am not.
We'll drop, maybe.
No, sir. I'll watch it on TV.
Listen, I'm off. It falls on Friday. The 4th, I will not be at work nowhere near Times Square. They can kiss my ass.
Except I live in D.C. You know how many times I have been to the fireworks on the 4th of July in D.C.? Once I went. And on the metro, it broke down and the air conditioner was broke. And I was like,
Nice,
never
nice,
again. Never again.
Yeah.
Never again. And I believe, last but not least, I do have My Girlfriend is a Cyborg Assassin.
Well, I thought
Another Maraglia.
I like the
Yes,
last
you
cover.
do.
the first cover.
Yeah, the last cover was kind of cool. It's Ralph
It's like a-
illustrates I couldn't. I wanted to find. I've never heard of that artist before from the far right, and I try my best to not include any Kickstarters that have any AI covers and stuff like. Because there are plenty of Kickstarters out there that will be like, we used AI to generate our covers, and then there's 75 covers of AI generate covers. I'm hoping this person.
Yeah.
All I know is they're Greek. They're Greek, and they're a digital illustrator. That's all I could really find out about this person. But I dug the cover.
Hey,
Well, that's another thing. If they don't tell me who the artist is, I'm going to assume it's AI, and I'm not going to back it. I mean, so and I'm not saying it is. I mean, but don't.
I mean, they said who he is, and they linked to his IG page.
Yeah. I'm just saying. As a creator, at your own peril, you need to give me information. If you don't give me information, I'm gonna make these leaps in my own mind, and you may not get a backer. You may not get a backing from me. So you need to give me information.
I did see the PCAR lifeguard cover as well. I can't remember which one it was from. It was a bit pedestrian. I love PCAR's work, but it was.
I got a question. I meant to ask this a couple slides back. Are the Zong brothers? Are they actually brothers? Are there two of them? I
have absolutely fucking no clue. Kickstarter artists are just it's a whole weird world of made up names and weird shit.
Well, there's another pair of artist brothers that actually are brothers, and I can't remember their name right now, but they are brothers, and they actually work on pieces of art together. I can't remember their names.
Yep.
So I was just wondering if the Zong brothers were. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they make up names, whatever the.
I lied. It's not over yet because I had to give you a Dravakis cover. So.
But you know what? I did not back this Dravakis. Ask me why.
Why? Because it looks like
that hand.
In the middle?
That hand. The hand on her right boobie is weird. Where's her arm? I was like, is it like?
It's just back.
Yeah, it's way the hell back there. I mean, I'm like, it's like at first I'm like, oh, somebody's grabbing her tata, and I'm like, no, wait a minute, that's her own hand. Where's her arm? I'm like, that is weird. I mean, I
had to throw at least one cosplay cover in this whole set. So, and this one had some. This girl's. Have we had her yet as the?
Is that a Kasumi Tori or whatever it is? Is that Tori? Kasumi Tori?
I believe so.
If it is, yes, we've had her. Yeah, we've had her on.
Yeah, good stuff.
She does a lot of Kickstarter cosplay covers. If it's Kasumi Tori, which I believe it is. Yeah.
Let's just say this is the tamest of the cosplay covers available.
Yeah. She's not shy.
But yeah, I had to at least throw in one Dravakis cover somewhere for you, Jedi.
And I like it, except for that hand. That hand bugs me.
Off.
And I wish she'd lose the boots. And when they do the full nude, lose the boots. Lose the boots. That's all I'm saying. Lose the boots.
You're not going to get any disagreement from me there. But
yeah. But the hand is the main reason. I'm like, what is going on? Where's your arm? That is just I mean, I know I'm not the most flexible person, but I don't. It's just I don't know. Show me a little bit of elbow or something. Show me where it's weird to me. Who did the one on the right? Who is that? Who is that? That's pretty good.
I can't remember for the life of me who the hell did the one on the right.
Pretty good.
But it was nice. It definitely was nice. It's so hard.
Oh, that's Sun K. Is that Sun K, Terry, on the right? That's pretty good. It might be. I wouldn't doubt it. Pretty good. Nice. I
didn't.
Nice fleshy thighs.
Yeah, it was nice. I'm a big fan of fishnets. And like I say, going through these damn things, you
Very
run
realistic.
across.
You
run across so many names and so many of the same names over and over that it just, oh my God, it just gets so mixed up in your brain after a while. So, but again, it's a pretty decent one. So there's some fun covers there. Last but not least, the one I had to throw up here, just popped up, is Club Nephilim #1. There's some very nice Andrew Tarsov covers there. The creator of
I was hoping there'd be a Dravacus or something in here for me to back, but there wasn't.
Hey, it's play like I was hoping that there would have been a Herrera in here, because Herrera did a nice cover on Club Nephilim 0.
Oh no, Terry says it's not some K.
No, it's not here. Let me. What was in there? It was TexX. I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, this one just popped up. The Tarasov stuff looks really good. I enjoy the stuff that they put out. I do have a bit of a bone to pick because the last Club Nephilim 0.
Damn.
The last Club Nephilim 0 that
You're still
came
working the
out,
crowd.
I had shit. I think it came out on shelves before the Kickstarter fulfilled. And I seem to have the same problem with Mercy Sparks as well, quite a lot, where it's like I'm getting some of these things after they're already released. On that's not the way I like things. Correct me if you feel the same way, Jedi. I like if I'm going to fund something that is later going to be released in stores, give it to me first from the Kickstarter.
No, I 100% agree. Yeah. Otherwise, why are we backing it? We could just wait and get it at the store.
Exactly. And I understand that sometimes they'll be like, well, there's a special cover and whatever, but don't do that to me.
It doesn't matter. Even if it's a special cover, if it's released, it's just released in the shine, or at least some of the shine is already gone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you release it, some of the shine is already gone, regardless of what cover it is.
Oh boy.
This is it's Ali Borgabello.
Oh, good Lord, that's a great cover. Difficult name to say. Borgabello.
Yeah.
Borgabello.
And of course, there is a nice, a naughty, and a sinful cover.
I'm kind of curious to look up some of his or her. What did you say his first name was? Their first name?
Ali.
I'm going. Well, that could be
like Ali Garza. Ali.
Okay. I'm kind of curious to look up some of their other work to see if it's as realistic as this one is. I mean, it certainly didn't try to make it, fantasy perfect. We'll say that. I don't know.
I'm a little more excited about the front wedgie variant of the cosplay cover. That's fun.
Nice.
So, like I said,
GT's still working the crowd. Good job, GT. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Yeah, the Ren and Shoddy stuff was cool. And there were a handful of covers, and it's not an artist I'm horribly familiar with. So I did pick up a couple of those covers as well. Because when I don't recognize a name and I like the cover, I'm like, I should probably just buy this because I'll either regret it later on if they become popular, or I want to collect more of their stuff and then it becomes harder to find. And I was like, well, $10 is fine to buy a couple of these covers. That wasn't too bad of a buy-in. Now, granted, for the Turasoft, there are naked versions. There's holofoil. You can add holofoil to any of these covers. You can do all that other bullshit. But,
Joe, how many Kickstarters do you back in a year?
I think at one point I had like 40 that were open at one point.
Oh, JJ.
I get it all depends. I get hot and cold with it. It's like I'll especially when I do these segments. Like I probably funded 4 Kickstarters while I was doing this segment this week, just because I'm looking through it and I'm making sure that I'm looking through a ton of them. and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, I should probably grab this. You know what? I don't. Sometimes I will, if I grab a couple extra copies of something, sometimes I will flip it. There's books, like I said, some of those ICPOP books, stuff like that. You get a couple copies. If you could flip one and it pays for what you what you funded for the whole Kickstarter, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I'm not into getting them to flip them. It's normally a lot of artists I like when the stuff that Flops does, I like the stuff that Flops does on Kickstarter a lot. So I'll always look for Flop stuff and pick up a couple copies and throw it in the box. So, good stuff. And that's about all I have. I mean, the problem is, there's a question, they usually hold long-term value. Most of the covers are pretty limited, which means they're harder to find, which does make them a little bit pricier. I haven't seen too many when you see them on eBay that are like dirt cheap.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark Spears.
I see very few that are cheaper than what you might have bought into them for.
Well, if you get the Mark Spears, the original Mark Spears books that came out for his first Kickstarter, and because his comics shot up in value so fast, those books wind up taking off to the freaking stratosphere because he was a hard artist. That's what some of the thing. If they,
I have a quote.
Don's right. Like Mark Spears.
Yeah.
Mark Spears, your Eoms, your Ickpots. It really depends on how the artist is doing, and if they're getting hot, then you might be able to flip some of their earlier stuff, and it does pretty well. Some of the other stuff, like I don't want to name names because it might sound like I'm disparaging them, but some of the others, maybe not, maybe won't do as well, or won't hold value, or value won't inflate like Ickpot or EOM.
Yeah, the one thing I've kind of noticed though is if I go back and try to look on eBay for I missed this Kickstarter, and I go back and look, either I can't find the covers that I want, or if I do find it, it's probably at least at the price that I got it at. Even for granted, there are people that
so it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do a lot of Kickstarter covers and stuff like that, and they're not necessarily going to be people's first, second, or third choice in the Kickstarter when there's like six artist covers. But
I kind of feel like a lot of people will put their Kickstarter stuff on eBay, and they'll put it probably at a slightly above Kickstarter price.
Yep.
And it's kind of there. They don't really care if it sells. Maybe it's kind of their PC. If it sells, it sells. If they're not, then who cares? But maybe they just put it there just to see what happens. And if it sells, great. If not, they're not gonna cry about it or lose any sleep.
Like I said, I like Kickstarter.
It usually is more than. It usually is more than on eBay. It usually is more than the Kickstarter price. The thing is, like Joe said, you can usually, if you're patient and you wait for that next release, you can usually get back stock of previous ones if you're lucky enough to, if it's a hot artist like EOM or Ickpot, may not be that back stock that you're hoping for. But you never know. Or you may not be able to get the complete set. You may not be able to get the the nice, naughty, and the wild or whatever. If you want the complete set, you may not be able to get that.
Yeah, we don't get as much Zenoscope as we used to get, and that used to give people a nice alleyway into younger artists a chance to kind of get their foot in the door, because that barrier for entry was a lot lower than a Marvel or DC, where they would give people a chance, and those people, like I said, Argerm, Nakayama, stuff like that. You could see them doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, I like Kickstarters for several reasons. Number one, there's certain artists that I really like, and I would prefer to buy their stuff when it's limited and when it's a little more rare, and truthfully,
They have more artistic freedom usually on Kickstarter
Yes.
than they do with DC and Marvel.
Yeah. And you'll find some really cool, weird shit that's pretty awesome. I like to support either the small publishers that pretty much run mostly exclusively from Kickstarter. I mean, there's places, Bad Bug and stuff like that. Yeah, they'll have a bit of a storefront or something like that sometimes where you can get stuff. But overall, their main nut is running Kickstarters. And they have a lot of artists that I like. Cheeky Comics, stuff like that. They did a shit ton of Luana Vecchio covers. I love Luana Vecchio. I know I can get some filthy stuff from Luana Vecchio in a Kickstarter. So I like to keep those.
Yeah, you can go to
as well.
You can go to Bad Bug's storefront or whatever. I don't know what the URL is, but you can go to their stuff right now. You can even get EOM stuff there. You're probably not going to find the full naughty stuff there because that stuff goes pretty quick and it's usually more limited.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to put together a full set anymore because, like I said, the naughty stuff is usually gone. You probably find the nice stuff, maybe a topless, but you can still find this stuff there as well as. Well, you're not going to find Ickpot there usually, but you can find artists there. You can find Ickpot, I know because I've seen Ickpot there. I bought some Ickpot stuff off their website before.
And truthfully, I'm not
Ickpot, EOM. Sorry.
Yeah, I like finding interesting. I mean, like everything isn't about buying titties. I buy a lot of weird shit off Kickstarter where I was like, this story sounds interesting, and this person decided to go out on their own and be like, I'm going to publish this. I'm going to get it printed. I'm going to do everything myself. And there's a lot of artists out there that have a story to tell, and they can't find a publisher to give them that voice. And sometimes it's really good shit. So it's it's an interesting place to find stuff like that and support some of those creators. So that's what we got. That's what we got this week for our Kickstarter quarterly update. We will see you in another 3 months with another one, approximately 3 months, because it ends up being whenever I feel like doing it. So maybe it'll be 2 months, maybe it'll be 4 months, but sometimes it depends on Kickstarter as well. Sometimes you hit a bad time frame looking at Kickstarters, and it's like everything is ending in the middle of the week that looked interesting, and the new stuff isn't up yet, and there's those cold periods in there that happen every now and then. But I love Steve Mannion. Those Kickstarters, man, they do not ship well. I got a lot of damaged Steve Mannion stuff. But Asylum Press always runs those Kickstarters, and it's stuff that's out there that they release normally too. But one of the good things about things like Asylum Press or some of these smaller publishers that do things via Kickstarter, a lot of times these books aren't available elsewhere. You're like LCSs aren't picking up a lot of these small publishers and stuff like that. So even though these are books that might be on a shelf somewhere at some point, a lot of your LCSs aren't ordering them. So sometimes this is the only place you're really going to be able to get them, unless you want to, order from a Midtown or something like that, and then have to take all your books out of the bag and board and flip them back over and all that fun stuff. Fuck Midtown. Yeah. So, alrighty. Let's no collectibles this week, Jedi?
No collectibles. We'll do it again next week. Wasn't a whole lot of stuff unless I threw a whole lot of Funkos at Joe this week, and I didn't feel like Joe was.
Also, you got you have the London Toy Fair that just dropped this week, and
hopefully
collectibles. A lot of stuff.
Hopefully we'll see. We'll have some stuff next week. We'll pick the really good stuff for next week, and plus we're gonna be talking about some TV shows, so we needed a little extra time this week, I think. So.
Yeah,
what are we?
Sorry, I just want to say that Midnight Valentine was very nice. You do get a lot of those reprints of older pinup stuff and stuff like that. I I love to fund those. It's been over a year and a half now, and I'm still waiting for my Archie facsimiles that I funded. So sometimes some of these publishers I worry about sometimes, but there is some good stuff out there. So sorry. So what are we reading this week, Dom?
Nothing.
Did you read anything?
Nothing this week.
That's all right. That's all right. Jedi. You always got
So this week I read. I'm continuing on with it's
Still
a
going with Evil
4-issue. Still, I got one more to go. It's a 4-issue arc on Evil Ernie's revenge. So this week, I don't think I've been telling you guys what it was about, but this week they thought they had Evil Ernie because they thought they thought sound was his Achilles heel, but it was just a trap, and so Evil Ernie turned the tables, and so they haven't stopped Evil Ernie yet. We'll see what happens in the final issue of the arc next week. So anyway, Catacomb Torment number 4, which is just basically an anthology of horror stories, short horror stories. It is what you would expect if you haven't read it. We used to do kind of reviews on these things once upon a time, but yeah, this week there's a story in here about zombies that were trying to get into a schoolhouse. There's a story in here about stuffing mattresses with the mutilated bodies of dead soldiers.
Nice.
There was the third story. I can't remember what the third story was about, but anyway, the last one. This is the Kickstarter that I backed because of the Dravakis cover, which I have here. I didn't actually show. I was going to show this, but this is the Dravakis cover. There is this one. There is the There's this one. There is the topless. And I was going to show this until the other box came in, and then there is the completely naughty Dravakis.
Still has the shoes on.
Still has the shoes on, yeah. The quick summary of this is she's an alien amongst other aliens. Her family is all like, I don't know, into their own thing, but music has always moved her. She tries out for this girl band, and the girl band likes her a lot, but this one girl band, the one chick, she's kind of a diva, so she insults her, so she leaves, but then she comes back, and they invite her in because they make her part of the band because all the other auditioners suck. And she finds out her boyfriend cheats on her anyway, so she comes back and she joins the band, only to find out that because she got nowhere else to go or something, only to find out that the manager had arranged for the girl that the boyfriend cheated on her with to do that so that she would come back to the band because there's some big sinister plan at work that they needed her to come back to the band. So, not the best writing. There is on the scale of Vanya, the Lost Warrior. This is, I don't know if we'll put this at a 1 star. There was some sex in this one, but it was mild, very mild compared to Vanya. So,
I was gonna say on a scale of 1 to 5 scissors, how many scissors do you give?
We'll give this one a 1. Yeah, it wasn't. There was some nudity, but it wasn't that graphic, to be honest with you. Will I continue to back this one? I don't know. It depends on the cover. If we have another Dravakis cover, maybe. We'll see. The story, not that interesting to me, but if it's got good cover candy, who knows?
Oh.
That's it.
Nice. For me this week,
I need Dom to review the new Stitch comic. Sure.
I had to learn how to read a book backwards.
Ooh, manga.
I don't. Yeah, it is manga, but it's very good. If it's a story of female Yakuza boss. That's basically all you need to know. You need to know that she is a Yakuza badass, and she has a ward that she's raised, and crazy Yakuza craziness ensues. It's a very easy read. This is just part 1. I do believe they have this in floppies as well from Hard Case Crime from Titan, because I do believe it did come out as a comic as well. But like I said, I've been meaning to pick it up, and I enjoyed it because I pretty much pick up everything Hard Case Crime because it rarely lets me down. It was difficult. It was very difficult to read backwards, and for idiots like me, it has. Here, let me throw this up here. For idiots like me, it has this nice page here to tell you stop. This is presented in its original right to left reading format. This is the back of the book. So, but the art is fun.
Can you hold it up in front of a mirror and turn the pages in front of a mirror?
Yeah. It is very. I don't know how you manga kids do it. It would take me quite a while to really get used to reading.
They're better than us. That's how they do it. They're just better than us.
They use their other side of the brain that we don't use.
I will agree with that. But it's a good story. The characters are great. It's fun, well drawn. A lot of it's pretty much nonstop action through the whole book. So it's enjoyable. Pick it up, read it. And that's what I got for this week. Styx isn't here.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Styx isn't here, so we got nothing from Styx. So I guess it's time for my Tubi recommendation for the week. This week, this is an oldie but goodie. I'm sure you've seen it, but it might have been a handful of years since you've seen it. I highly recommend just watching just one of the guys.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic movie.
It has been a while.
Just one of the guys. It's a great 80s flick.
Just watch it just for the line. It's okay. He has tits.
He has tits. You know what makes me laugh? You know what makes me laugh when the brother answers the phone and he starts insulting.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Mom says hello.
It's hilarious. And you got young Sherilyn Fenn in it as well. Oh, yeah. It's a winner of a movie.
Yeah, so she's like a school reporter, journalist, and girls don't get a lot of play in their stories. So she did an experiment to become just one of the guys, and of course the dude that you always have that one dude who's the bully. He's in all. Oh, what's his name from? For friggin' Karate Kid. Right? Yeah. Right. The blonde kid.
Is Johnny in this?
Johnny?
Is it Johnny?
I don't know.
Well, basically, I can't remember because I know that you had the blonde kid that was in that movie. He was in a couple of the movies. Always the bully.
It's anyway. It's a winner of a movie. They don't. I don't think they make movies like this anymore,
and they can't.
And it's not. I'm not talking about necessarily the content of the movie or the humor of it, but fun movies that are funny and just good movies that you can watch over and over that are enjoyable, that are timeless. I can't think of the last movie like that came out where I was like, oh, I could watch this over and over and I'll probably laugh at it probably every time. I mean, I did enjoy Superbad, but that was a long time ago. There hasn't been much since. So that's what I got for my recommendation this week. Jedi is going to fill us in on the beauty since he has watched. Yes.
Oh, finally, I'm right. You see? Dom is correct. Finally, I am right with something.
Yeah.
Hey, yep.
So I watched episodes 1 through 3 on FX. It dropped. So a couple of weeks ago, I forget exactly when we were talking about this, and I was wondering what they were going to do with this. And because based on the trailers that we had seen, it didn't really make sense to me based on what we had seen with Ashton holding up the needles and like because at the beginning of issue number 1 of the Image run, they had, it was a sexually transmitted disease that would make you beautiful, and would create this basically this inner time bomb that would make you spontaneously combust at some point. They didn't know exactly when, but people started. The first one was on a subway train. You just blow up, but prior to that, there had been like a lot of hate crimes against people that had the beauty, that had contracted this sexually transmitted disease that made them beautiful. So there was two sides to this. There was the beauty, and there was the people, the anti-beauty. So there was a division of the crime of, I don't know if it was federal. I guess it was federal. They'd formed this crime division to focus on these hate crimes against people that had the beauty and the crimes against them. Okay, so we said all that. So I was wondering if this was going to kind of be a prequel to issue 1 of the Image comic books. And I think, based on watching episodes 1 through 3, that at least for now, that's kind of what we have, because we're kind of seeing the origin of the beauty disease, if you will, explained to us. In that it started off as a treatment, you get a treatment that would make you beautiful, that would shed your pounds, basically change your whole body structure, and make you beautiful. A side effect of it is that it was transmitted sexually, and somebody from a lab, a test person or whatever, started spreading it, and so on and so forth. And now this company is trying to contain that, because they still want to make money off of this. So they're trying to contain this outbreak, which we know from, if you read the comics, they must fail at, because in the comics anyway, that it's huge. A lot of people have it. So I think what we're seeing in the FX series is a prequel to the comic book, at least the Image comic book. Who is this? What are we looking at?
Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, Kelly Osbourne. Okay. I think that's what we're getting. So to the story itself, a couple things. So in the comic books, you actually spontaneously combust. You actually, like with flames, you burst into flames. In the TV show, they're kind of taking a different route. You kind of burst out into like blood. You kind of like blood burst, like a big blood bomb. But you're doing it because your temperature rises and your blood boils, so it's kind of the same thing, only a different visual effect. So I'm okay with that. So all in all, I'm okay with this so far. Even it's because it is kind of what I thought it was going to be, or hoped it would be, which is a prequel to the comic books. So it hasn't really interfered yet with the comic book. I think they've introduced the main 2 characters of the comic books, which are the 2 characters, or the 2 policemen or federal agents that are focused on in the comic book, at least the early arc of the comic book, that are the 2 policemen of the federal hate crime division against beauty people or whatever. So I'm okay with it. It is it's listed as a horror or a thriller horror. I don't know about a horror. I don't know if it's that scary. It is gory. It does have some gore, but I don't know if it's really that scary. So I don't know about a horror movie, but it is. I'm liking it. Joe, did you watch any of it? I'm liking it. I'm going to keep watching it.
I was going to watch it this weekend, since I'll be probably snowed in and I'll need something to watch. I'm with JJ on this. The Ryan Murphy part of it has me a bit at arm's length, because Ryan Murphy just doesn't do it for me. I like the first.
Who's Ryan? See, I don't know these names. I know Ashton Kutcher. Who's Ryan Murphy? Who's Ryan? I don't even know who that is.
He did the first. He did the American Horror Story.
Okay. Hey, you do get a little bit of an American Horror Story vibe, but to me, that's not huge. A little bit to me, but not a lot.
I enjoyed American Horror Story the first season, and maybe one season after that. Maybe Coven was okay, The Circus was okay, but then after that, it became an absolute shit show of a show. And then he also produces that 911 show on Fox, which is an absolute fucking clusterfuck of a show. Ryan Murphy, I was like, but I'll still watch. I'll still give it a go.
I haven't been able to read the new Beauty because they redid it. It went under Ignition Comics took it over, and they redid it with an issue 1. But I think that focuses because I haven't been able to find it. I'm trying to figure out what that story's about, and it kind of focuses on a meteorologist or a weather person who I guess uses the Beauty to keep I assume it's her career going. So it kind of follows, best I can tell, it kind of follows the same thing as the original Image Beauty, as it kind of focuses on what the Image disease does to...
It's the same creator. It's the same creator doing it.
Yeah, Jeremy Hahn, yeah. So it kind of focuses on how people use Image to either help their career, their life, and then eventually the consequences, because sooner or later you are a ticking time bomb. So I'm okay because I'm okay with it because at least as of now, it has not fucked with the comic books yet. Which the comic books are basically every arc of the comic book is its own little like anthology story. It's not like a continuous story. It does kind of come together at the end, combine storylines at the end, but so far I'm okay with it because it hasn't really screwed with the original. I love this comic. I really love this comic. I thought it was a great story. I thought it was a great kind of idea for a story. This venereal, it's a sexually transmitted disease. Ooh, how nasty! But yet it makes you beautiful, so everybody wants it. I thought it was kind of a cool idea. I thought it would be hopefully there's enough material they could go, if it's popular enough and people watch it, this could go on, or it might crash and burn depending on how this shit goes nowadays. But
they tend to give FX a little bit of rope to at least get one season out. So hopefully I have hope. I have hope that it'll I have hope. I actually sold my we'll bring it back to comics a little bit. I sold my I had a Jenny Frison #1 9/8 that I sold this week. I figured it's not. I have a signed copy too that I kept, but I have my unsigned copy I sold this week for $175, which is kind of in the medium. I think they've been going anywhere from $150 to like $200. But I sold mine for about $175 this week. So those are selling. I think they're all selling actually. Even the C cover, which is selling for about $25. So those books, if you want to bring it back to comics, the books are selling, not for crazy prices, but yeah, the books are selling. I mean, a lot of these little indie properties, they bring it to the forefront a little bit. Like I was surprised Revival didn't do better because the series was fun. I was happy with what they did with the series for the most part, in terms of taking a little fun indie property and bring it, but it didn't really move those books that much outside of a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I like Revival too. I think the Beauty is going to be an easier story to follow than Revival. Revival can be a little like, okay, what's happening and why did this happen?
There's a lot of
where the Beauty is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
this is pretty straightforward. So, and I don't know. I have hope for it, but you never know with these things. But I would say if you have Beauty books and you want to move them, try and do it before it does crash and burn. Because they are, like I said, they are kind of selling right now.
It was on Sci-Fi, which I didn't even know still existed until Revival came out again. Because I was still sour that they canceled Deadly Class, and it was never. That is one that I don't. Well, you and I are on the same page on Deadly Class. That is one I don't think I will ever understand. It's why
why they canceled that one.
It's one of the best comics that ever existed out there.
Yeah.
I love Deadly
we could go
Class.
down a rabbit hole on that one if we're not careful. But yeah, I don't understand.
And the
That's one I'll never
series
understand.
was great. It was fantastic. But yeah. Yeah, it was Winona versus the Undead. Although some of the Winona stuff, man, Winona Earp stuff, yeah, the budget on some of those things was rough, very, very rough. They were pretty bad, but yeah. So, thank you for watching the beauty and filling us in. I'm looking forward to at least watching it this weekend because I won't be doing anything else other than probably baking bread and praying that my power doesn't go out.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll be at work on Sunday. I'll be going in the heat of the storm. I'll probably get stuck, probably working because the overnight guys know you gotta feel everybody's calling out overnight.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably be there until Monday morning, which I have to work Monday morning, and then people aren't going to show up in the morning. So it's gonna be a shit show the next couple of days. So
is the hotel going to be packed because people are stuck there, or is it going to be empty because nobody's there?
So the occupancy is down, but since they're going to cancel flights, definitely flights are canceled. So they'll probably be staying for a couple more nights, as it'd be kind of crazy. But the like I said, the people who work, we're gonna have a short staff, and we're gonna have to work as much as we can because until
you're lucky, only 10 Jedi.
That's it.
I'm looking at 12 to 18, and then mixed with freezing rain and sleet.
Well, they keep changing it here. We don't know until it starts here. They keep freaking changing things.
I got a fan blowing on me right now.
I got the fan blowing on me right now too. But they said 6 to 10, then 10 to 14, then 14 to 18, and then 18 to then 10 to 15. I don't know, man. All I know is just remember, the Simpsons predicted this snowstorm. So once the Simpsons predicted, it's gonna happen. Like the Super Bowl, they predicted the Broncos versus the Seahawks, and the Broncos are gonna win 34-20 over the Seahawks.
Well, that probably ain't gonna happen. And
the Broncos are going to be
unless Stidham generates a miracle. That's probably not gonna happen.
But anyway, but I'm just saying though. So you had a snowstorm 1996, 2006, 2016, and now 2026. The something about number 6. So we'll see what turns out.
Sounds good.
Yeah, right now at 16 degrees, we're going to have a spell of single digits for 10 straight days.
Yeah, I know we are too.
It is going to be crazy.
It's going to be very uncomfortable. So everyone stay safe out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a reminder, Kyle's GoFundMe is still out there to help out him and Nubia. I know he definitely appreciates it and misses all you guys. If you haven't subbed up yet, please, sub up at Rennavision. There's a lot of good shit on the channel. Sub up at Kingdom of Nerds, where Bruce has a lot of shit going on, from DCU shows to the Sunday comic show that we do on the other comic show, this Friday night show. He's all over the place.
He's like
Jack as well. He's all over the place. Join Styx Boy on Tuesdays for some Doctor Who Rewind action, where we watch some Doctor Who episodes and make some comments when I could make it, but Jedi's always there. Jedi's steady. I'm wishy-washy because during the week it's tough for me.
I need a new agent.
I try to make it. And sub up over at Absolute Geek Podcast, where Styx and Dom and Matt talk wrestling on what, Thursdays? So
yeah, wrestling. Got the Saturday main event tomorrow night, 8:00. We're not.
No, he doesn't.
We did our predicaments on who's going to win, our picks. But next week, the Royal Rumble. I think we might be doing a live stream for the Royal Rumble.
Nice.
Next Saturday. But the show next week, we're doing a live show. I think on Wednesday. I think because Thursday I have to do a double. So we'll keep that in mind.
Nice. As always, the CBSI Hot 10 drops on Fridays. I believe Pete's dropping it at 10 o'clock now.
I always get named.
He's
Yeah.
experimenting, but I think he's settling around 10 o'clock. So, but it's always dropped on Fridays. We are solid and steady at 9:30 every Friday. We don't fuck about. SNS is on Saturdays at 9. I don't know if they have a show tomorrow.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't
know. On Sunday, as always, you can catch all your Star Wars news on Tales from the Dark Side. No Dom this week because he is working, but JJ and Wayseeker and Marco and Wookie will fill you in on all the craziness that's going on in the world of Star Wars now that Kathleen is...
I stepped down. Filoni's in.
Got the new mall trailer dropped. Oh my God, there's just so much to talk about.
Yeah, this is really good, man. Hey, the mall trailer looks freaking hot, man.
It looked good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be about it.
And as always, on Wednesdays, you can catch the totally awesome, coolest show, the TAC Show, with Bruce and Dub and Marco and whoever else decides to show up. Talks all their comic talk for the week. So hope you all stay safe and dry out there and warm. This storm is going from Texas to Maine, basically.
Hey,
so
remember, pay your shovelers that are going to shovel the snow. They get $20 an hour, hot cocoa, and if you're a hot MILF, maybe give them a little muff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have anyone shoveling my snow except for myself, so I'm fucked.
Well,
so,
listen, a lot of people can't do it. You know, they count.
I can't do it with my screwed up back, but I have to.
Do you have a snowblower?
Hell no, I don't have a snowblower.
Should buy one.
I don't have a paved driveway.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I think I'll get out there on my hands and knees and push snow with my hand before I would give my muff to give up my muff to some strange. No.
All right, everybody. So please stay safe out there. We will see you again next week with something special. I don't know. We'll come up with something. I have those foot covers for just looking in for next week. So.
Oh, don't get Tyson excited.
So they're coming. So until then, everybody, we will catch you next week.
Bitches leave.
Take care, everyone.
The qualified. The qualified. The qualified.